Hello! Welcome to the Rogues Gallery. Hi, Shadows of Life. Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday, I guess. Trying to actually make myself wear some of my other hats. I really need a hat stretcher. I have one. I just have no idea where it is. And some of these hats are just a tad bit too tight. And they just need a little bit of stretch. And then they'll be fine. But hi, Mobius! Today on stream, I am trying out a couple of different settings in the OBS. I've been trying to research what possibly I could do to address, the ISP issues that I have, where the bitrate just drops out, like the floor drops out from under my bitrate. So trying a couple of new settings. There's a dynamic bitrate setting in OBS, which, when it first came out, was causing problems for people, but seems like maybe it's actually doing what it's supposed to now. So I have it turned on, and we'll see how it goes. So far, on this stream, according to Twitch Inspector, I have had my bitrate fall through the floor 3 times. And yet, we're still connected. Which is an improvement over yesterday. So knock on wood, and hopefully it will function. You might, if we get some of those internet instability issues that my ISP, my wonderful, wonderful Chantel Not Always Connected to You ISP, has been providing us with. I'm hoping that it will just mean a drop in quality on the stream rather than losing the stream entirely. And then it will hopefully just, recover. It seems like that's what it's been doing so far. The 3 unstable moments that happened during the countdown, the stream didn't go offline. So fingers crossed that will address some of the issue. I'm doing everything that I can. Unfortunately, other than moving to another place where I can have a different set of physical infrastructure between me and the rest of the world, there's not a whole lot I can do to address it. And unfortunately, because of the way that the US economy works, I can't afford to move somewhere else, because while we have 2 full-paying jobs, 2 full-time paying jobs in this household, that does not mean that we can afford to live anywhere but the cheapest possible place in the area. So, yeah. Incidentally, I got information this last week from my employer about the plans for this year's round of merit-based raises, which the top percentage of, if you get the top percent merit-based raise from this plan, it'll be a pay cut because it doesn't meet current inflation. So, hooray! I'm getting a pay cut for my raise. Anyway, how is everybody today? I hope you're all doing good. I don't know why this weekend has been ridiculously difficult for me to get up. I slept until I was awakened by my husband at 11 this morning, and probably would have kept sleeping had that not happened. Yeah, Shadows of Life, oof. But also, anytime you get an annual raise that does not meet current inflation or the current increase in the cost of living in your area, that is not a raise. That is a pay cut. They may show it to you as a raise and say, here's your raise for the year. It is not a raise unless it is above the rate of inflation. So anyway, but then, so I got up and I took my meds, and I'm weirdly dizzy. I, as you know, if you've watched long enough, I have some sinus issues, especially this time of year. And I'm sure that the dizziness is just the medication that I'm taking to help my sinuses clear out properly. But I'm okay sitting down. But when I get up and move, I'm like, ooh, hello, Dizzy. Love this for me. Yay. And, anyway, sorry. I don't know why I'm so sarcastic. But yeah, I spent most of the hour and a half, 2 hours that I had to prepare for today's stream, investigating possible things that I could do on my end to make things better. I updated all of my graphics drivers. I paused Dropbox so that it hopefully doesn't start interfering. I did notice that there was a Windows Defender updated its definitions or something right at the time where one of our internet instabilities happened yesterday. I have not yet paused Windows Defender, but that's an option for the future if we continue to have issues. So I'm trying my best to deliver a smooth and interesting streaming experience. I'm a child of the extreme late 70s. I'm at the tail end of Gen X. I am so I grew up with the advent of the home computer, and my dad was very techy. My dad worked on computers for the US Navy, and I don't know most of what he did because it's all classified, but I know he occasionally would travel to other places, work on the mainframe computers on naval ships. I remember I got a t-shirt from the Hard Rock Cafe in Reykjavik, Iceland, because he had traveled to Reykjavik to work on the computers on one of the ships there. So he was a computer guy, and we had computers in the house. And because of that, I have a little bit of knowledge about how computers function. I learned computers in the MS-DOS era. I learned, I have a little bit of familiarity. I was never super into it, so I didn't, dig in. I've never built my own computer, but I'm familiar with the internal workings of a computer. And I know a little bit about, I'm not afraid to go in and mess something up by going in and doing a registry edit or something like that. I know proper procedure of make a copy of the registry beforehand, know what you're affecting and what it might do. So I'm not afraid to fiddle around with some of the settings and whatnot. It's just that you change one thing and it might fix something, but it might cause something else to break, and I don't know enough about what's going on to adequately assess and suss out any issues on my end. That said, I do not think it is my issue, because when the telecom people came out and did the testing, they determined that the instability, the feedback on the internet signal was somewhere between the neighborhood junction box and the central servers. And I used to work for a telecom startup, and I have a great respect for the actual technicians. The problem is the company doesn't care about stuff like that. The company literally does not care about upload speed at all. And the company that I get, the ISP that I have, the one, hi Puddleglum, hi Elaki, the company that I get my internet service from, when we first moved here and signed up, had a video out that was supposed to guide you as to what service you would need and help you pick which plan was right for you. And that video basically said that if you needed more than some really low numbers, that you were just using the internet too much and you needed to cool. It was very condescending, and we routinely exceeded that just by we didn't have cable. We did all of our TV watching via streaming it to the Apple TV, and we exceeded their maximum plan regularly. Since then, they have an unlimited plan. We're on the unlimited plan now. But when we moved here, they didn't have an unlimited plan, and they had a video that shamed you if you exceeded their plan caps. A video that said, well, these people don't need this much internet, and they really need to change their behavior because nobody needs much internet. And that was the video that they had. So they actually do not respect their customer, and they have so they don't actually care about upload speeds at all. They only offer one upload speed, period, for residential service, and that is 10 megabits per second upload speed. Even on the plan that we're on, which is their unlimited plan with 250 megabit per second download speed, which is way more than we need, 10 megabits per second upload speed. They literally cannot enable more. Like the service people cannot alter the upload speed provided by the company. And I've looked into their business internet, which is just not even available to me here. So I can't increase my allowed upload speed, which would be a way to address the problem. There's feedback on the line. If I had a higher upload speed, the interference on the line wouldn't mess with my signal. But this company does not offer any way to increase that. So we did drop out fully, but it seems like we recovered rather quickly. So it seems like the new settings that I have are working. We still have not dropped any frames technically. We just, our kilobits per second bottomed out at 0 when I was complaining about the interference on my line and the fact that my upload speeds are shit. So thank you, Chantel, for not always keeping me connected to the internet. But otherwise, the dynamic bitrate setting in OBS seems to be doing its job. I like this hat. It's not fully conformed to my head yet. So I'm messing with it a little bit because I can see it, and I don't like the little poofies on the side. I need it to be more head-shaped. Anyway. I know, the timing! It's like whenever I get on a roll talking about how bad the service from my ISP is for upload, it seems to like to drop out. I will note, generally we have no issues with our download speed. Like the 250 bits per second, or 250 kilobits per second download that we have functions great. The Wi-Fi that they've given us inside the apartment works great. My stream is physically connected via Ethernet, but our Apple TV, all of the stuff that we do normally